hands up. Raise them up.
If you need a tight beat, you can type tight beat, tight beat.
Yeah. Whoa. That was a crazy one.
All right, let's go around, do a mic check. I'm a little worried about this mic because we've had some problems with it on the past, but it seems like it's doing pretty good right now. Maybe I will be ghetto. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
That's kind of good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. How we over here? Zone.
I'm good.
Sounding good? Sounds good in my ears. How about you?
Check. Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, you don't need to go any more closer to that. You're solid, yeah.
Dope.
As far as I can tell, we were all on screen, so...
Liddy.
Hey, yeah, I like our vocals. Zone, let me hear you again, bud.
Hey. I'm
Okay,
a little bit
yeah,
closer.
you're good.
Am I good now?
Oh, you were good then, too, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't talk loud.
yeah, you're fine. In fact,
All right.
that's nice and close.
Dope.
So I'll start off with this little intro.
Yes.
K1, right?
K1 is it's not my legal name, but it's what people call me
Gotcha.
outside of. But a lot of people will call me by my first name, which is Keith, but they only usually know me as Keith if I worked with them at a particular job or if like they went to high school with me or some
Alright.
shit. So
Keith.
Keith.
All right, cool Keith, man. Well, he's another
Hey,
class.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Keith Sweat.
That's what Keith Urban. It's a whole bunch of Keiths.
All right. Cue theme music. And here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Raise Your Hands Up podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Put your
sir.
hands in the sky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'm your host, DJ Purple Phil. I'm here with the co-host with the mostest,
With the mostest.
BHM Zone.
Boom.
And this is a good friend of both of ours, a talented young man, cool individual. We're so excited to have him on here. Now we feel legit. Now we made it to the big times, right?
We made it to the big time.
We made it to the big.
Brother
we
from
finally
another
made it.
mother.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Don't matter how many listeners we got. Don't be going back and checking this streams or anything like that. Although we probably don't know if they can see it. But anyway, without any further ado, AR Voltage. Yeah. My man, welcome to the studio, Hoodstock Studios in Woodstock, Georgia. We are glad to have you. You're not a stranger to this house.
I'm not.
You recorded quite a bit over the last couple of years.
Yes.
And at our previous house, right? Yeah, you were over there. No,
You recorded at the previous house?
Okay, only here.
No, only here.
Only here. Gotcha. All right. Over here in the more Woodstock part of town, not that Aqua side. Aqua, a little hot over there. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Akbar.
All right. So hey, introduce yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll let Zone ask you some questions, and then later on, of course, we are gonna be listening and breaking down his unreleased. Is it unreleased?
Ooh.
Unreleased.
No, it's
Ugly
not.
Duckling.
It's released.
It just came out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Ugly
my most
ducking.
recent release.
I'm saying ducking, but it's duckling.
Ugly
Duckling.
duckling.
Definitely. Like the story. You've seen the story?
Yeah, I've
like
been.
the story.
It's been a few years. All right, boss. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, who,
But-
what, where, why?
My name is AR Voltage. That is my stage name. You can call me either AR or Volt, whichever is easier. And yeah, I'm a rapper. I'm a musician. I like to do a lot of things. I'm a jack of all trades, to be completely honest. I mean, I can act, I can play instruments, but I know that's like a topic for later. But
Yeah, well, you were just messing around the bass guitar there a second.
I was doing some things. I was trying to do some things.
When did you is bass guitar the only one that you play?
Yeah, I tried learning guitar, but it's like the main thing that was weird was like it wasn't even learning chords. It was like the change between the chords. Like, because I'm like, how do people go from doing something that's already complicated to even more complicated in a split second like that versus a bass is like, one finger type beat.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
I play guitar, I play bass,
Yeah.
not well, but yeah, it's hard. You go C chord, go to G chord, and then you try to do some craziness, and it's like, well, that's 4 fingers I'm moving in a split second, you know? Yeah, no doubt.
That's wild. That's it.
You ever play Guitar Hero?
Yeah, I was fire at that. Man.
Okay.
I used to never hard was as low as I would go, and there was only I can't
Hard is as
remember-
lowest you will go?
I couldn't remember
You're crazy.
what song I couldn't do
sure.
on expert, but I was nice with it. I'm still pretty nice with it, but you know.
Face the microphone when you tell us how nice you are with it.
We gonna
I was
teach
quite
these
nice with
rappers
it.
how to do interviews.
That's right.
That's facts.
You know what? We may become that thing like rapper interview boot camp.
Yeah.
Be
Get
like, all right.
everybody before they get famous.
Before you go on your High Times or your Vogue or your Enemy or the Source, you're like, maybe you should go up there to Woodstock and just, cut your
Check
teeth
it out
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
That's facts.
Well, it's like the last guy we had here, Hunnabun Primo. I mean, we weren't even through the interview, and he's like, damn, man, this is fun. I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
It felt good, man. It was great to give him a platform. We're glad to go forward, too, with you, man.
Absolutely. It's always
I'm
good
excited.
to see someone like your work, you know?
Yeah,
That's
that's probably
nice.
got to be one of the most rewarding things, and that's where we're hoping you'll get, out there for a larger audience.
Yeah, I really hope that too. And I appreciate y'all letting me come through. Cause when y'all mentioned that y'all were starting one, I was excited because I was like, yo, I always wanted to have one or be a part of one or do something. So, it's nice to pull up. And there have been times where y'all have done it and I was here and just at the studio or
Yeah.
had to leave or whatever. But, it'd be like that sometimes. But, I hope this won't be the last time I'll be on it, and I'm pretty excited, and I'm excited to see everybody's projects and things that they're working on grow. You feel me?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, all right, man. Let me pass it over to Zone over here and get us ripping and rolling.
Where you from?
I was born in Detroit, but
Okay.
I moved here when I was 7, so I probably can't really tell people I'm from Detroit like that. So
Rep with the lowercase r.
yeah, yeah. But I first moved to I don't know if you ever heard of McRae, Georgia, but it's down there in South Georgia.
Sounds small.
Yeah.
Cray,
Redneck.
Georgia?
Yeah, it's
so you're
very-
from Detroit to Cray, Georgia. How you get down there?
So basically, my dad grew up in Georgia, in Eastman, which is down there near McRae. And my mom lived in Detroit. And my dad, for whatever reason, moved up there, and he... Wait, I got the story backwards. So first what happened is my mom moved down here because her mom lived down here.
Oh, so her sister.
What's up?
Your mom's sister.
My mom's sister. No, my
mom's
mom's
mom.
mom. My grandma. Yeah, so basically, my mom ended up moving down here to live with her because she was living up in Detroit and she got pregnant with my sister, my older sister. And, yeah, she was trying to be in college, but...
I like that. Trying to be in college.
Yeah.
Many of us have tried to be in college.
And,
Dylan tried to be in college for a little while too, right?
Yeah, it really be really be like that. But yeah, then the pregnancy happened, and then she moved.
Because that baby ain't trying to be in college.
And then she moved down to Georgia to live with her mom, so she could find better financing situations and
Detroit rough, man.
yeah.
You still like some of the Detroit rappers?
Oh yeah, bro, all of them. I
Who's your
mean,
favorite?
I gotta. My favorite gotta
Detroit.
be Eminem. Gotta
Eminem,
be
it is okay.
But
I thought you was gonna say Big Sean, but I could see Eminem in your,
Yeah.
your style.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's the other guy? Rock 5'9" or the
Royce
Rock-
5'9".
Royce
Yeah,
5'9",
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good
Yeah,
too.
he is all right. He's an Eminem protege, but
Yeah.
I think Big Sean
Yeah,
Big
beats him
Sean is
pretty obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Sean's
yeah.
pretty good. Of course, new era, I gotta give it to Rimble because he just
He's from Detroit?
yeah.
Wow. I thought he was from California.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Bruh. So
He's from Detroit. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that guy.
It's unique. You know what I'm saying? To listen to and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I can see how Detroit influence now. Everyone out there is kind of unique that make it big. They're way different than the other artists. They don't really come up like Atlanta. You know, they'll come up with the same wave. Like if someone sounds like Lil Baby, all the Lil Baby people sound like Lil Baby. But it worked for them because it's like the thing that they do. Like you know, this is like. Yeah. My man made this thing, so I'm just gonna work off it and treat it like family. You know, so I understand why they do it, but
AR got the Eminem flow on some of his songs.
Yeah, most definitely.
You like put it in high gear. I don't know if you're drinking gasoline or what, but like, it goes fast. It goes fast at that point.
Yeah, I definitely I like speed, you know. But like over speed, I like articulation. You feel me? Like I don't like. I wouldn't ever sacrifice articulation for speed. You feel me? So.
Yeah. Well, you know, Zone's from the mid. Y'all call considered Midwest, right?
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are neighbors up there, Wisconsin, Detroit. But there is been traditionally the beef between the two states, at least football wise, right?
Low key, low key. I don't really stay in the sports scene too much. But I I know enough to know every Thursday every Thanksgiving.
Oh, right,
the Lions gonna be playing. Every single Thursday, the Lions playing.
It's rough for them Lions, though. It's getting rough for them Lions.
It's been rough. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that.
So that's your favorite team?
No, I don't really watch it at all.
Sports? No,
are you sports agnostic?
I was gonna ask you. What's your hobby? What's your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do?
I like to create different types of things. I'm working on a script for a anime/manga right now.
Okay.
You about that.
You were talking about that a year ago.
Yeah,
man. Hey, where's my voiceover contract?
Just trying to really.
You definitely got me. I got a voice act. I want to voice act somebody.
Oh yeah, bro. I got a character I want you to play.
Oh, see, I got what my character gonna be.
He can skip through time
I'm OP.
Hell yeah.
Certain
I'm OP. You hear that?
Different. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm overpowered.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be. His name's Timmy.
Timmy. Timmy Turner. He was looking for a burner.
Facts.
You were just waiting for us to get the studio set up for some free studio time here.
Yeah.
I get it. It sounds very Detroit. Well, so wait, did you were you born and raised? No, you age 7. You moved to Georgia down in that. Where was it called?
McRae, Georgia.
McRae.
Yeah. I never even heard of that.
Here's a question.
I heard of McDonough.
Right?
I heard that.
I found, maybe this is stereotypical, in Georgia, after you get outside Atlanta and a couple of the cities, it gets, real rednecky or country. But it's like some places are more predominantly kind of white cracker country, and some are more kind of black country.
Yeah.
Which I think some people in the U.S. may not know that you got country African-American folks. What was it like? Did you grow up there, and what would you say it was more like, and was it maybe something different than what I'm describing?
I lived there, in that area until I started 5th grade, and that's when I moved to Forsyth County. But basically, down there, unless I was just too young to notice any subtle racism, it seemed like there was an equal amount of white people and black people. There weren't really any Hispanic people or Asian people down there, surprisingly.
Huh? Was it agricultural? Because it
was more more rural, in that area, a lot more, but everybody we met was honestly really cool. You know what I'm saying? They're it was it wasn't the leaning towards racist country, but it was more that wholesome Southern hospitality.
Shout out McRae. We're gonna get a call from their tourism office. Man, y'all did a great job pumping us up.
I remember specifically one time I'm so stupid for this. I never told my parents about this. So if they see this, this is one of the things that I never
earmuffs,
told them. So So basically I was riding my bike and I went somewhere I probably didn't have any business going. And so
at a young age, bike riding age.
And I straight up got lost, and I was so sure I knew my way, and I did not. And so I just knocked on some random door crying, and I was like, I'm lost. what's that? And they're like, where do you live? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, and somehow they literally figured out where I lived and took me home. I have to this day, I have no, like, they were literally like, what's around your house? I was like, trees? Like, they're just like, okay, what else? And I was just like, I don't know, like, if you walk kind of down the street, there's like a gas station. It's like, okay, what color is it? And then I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah,
did you know like, did you know your street name or address or any of that?
I knew my street was I think it was Walnut Street or something. Just because like that's something that like is funny to a kid. Like and he was just like,
mine is Ruby.
Yeah. Were you crying like, where do you live? I live on Wall. No. Yeah, no.
It's crazy. This is facts. I lived on Ruby and I lived on Garfield.
What? Oh,
which is kind of funny.
I think I was on Shaftesbury.
Nothing
funny about that, right?
That's
Nothing
crazy.
funny about that. And I used to wear like skateboard shoes, but my street wasn't even paved.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I didn't skateboard either, you know. All right, so you survived. They got you back home. Shout out to that Good Samaritan, whoever they are. I hope they're listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real, straight up. Like, if you somehow remember me, like, you are the GOAT, for real. Like,
appreciate it. All right. Now, hey, at that age, what was the music environment in the household, or was there a church music thing, or were you doing any programs or choir?
That's an interesting topic. So, like, my parents, like, you know, Motown, like, you know,
yes,
Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, The Temptations, you know what I'm saying? They, like, you know, they throw. I mean, my dad was even more of a throwback because, like, you know, like, he would throw on, like, some Sam Cooke if he felt like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, hearing that growing up, I'm like, yo, this hit a little bit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's good music with hooks and real singers.
Yeah.
I mean, beats, groove.
Like, it was like, you know, like, and, you know, I definitely grew up on a lot of old stuff. My mom, like, you know, if she wanted to get, like, you know, new school with it, she would listen to, like, you know, Destiny's Child or something.
All right.
You know, Alicia Keys, Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, if she wanted to throw it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, throwback time, because I know somebody out there is going to, like, make that weird. My mom don't do that. You know? If you come at me disrespectful, we fight.
Well, you know, Beyonce seems to come up in all of our podcasts somehow or another. She's such a cultural icon. But, you know, you mentioned Aretha going back and Sam Cooke. Like, I don't know, Motown. It's hard to beat that. I don't know if that
Detroit music hits different. I be telling people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So I got a couple questions for you, right?
Yo.
What's your roles in music? Like, as far as what do you do the most? I know you're a rapper, but like, what's like your thing? You know?
Yeah.
Beats, producing. We already touched a little bit. You're not playing instrument these days, but
yeah. I mean, I will in the future for sure. But like, the main thing I want to do as of right now, like, lyrically with you know, my music is just like show people, like, you know, it's cool and fun to, like, you know, continue to be lyrical out here and like come with like experimental, like, you know, flows and like try to make every song hit, you know, pack it with as many, you know, bars as you can and like do the next song the same way, keep trying to do it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, come up with clever ways to, like, you know, even like differently say things, because like it don't always have to be like crazy lyrical. Like, you can say something like basic to make it catchy and make it hit, but like you gotta, like, you can say that basic thing in a different way than everybody else, and it'll still make somebody's head spin around like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically just to like show uniqueness is cool. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody that does that, like, I definitely respect. Which
let me ask you, and that was a good, well answered question.
Appreciate it.
How do you balance between the wordplay, just fun words, and, you know, using a word in different ways, double entendres, versus trying to move a message along or a narrative along in a song. You know, my beef with modern rap is a lot of times there's no message or no narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be a dope beat. It might make me shake around a little bit. But essentially, the only thing we've covered are cars, clothes, and money, and the female character.
Yeah.
And that, you know, why does everyone gotta have sex with my girl? That's what I want to know. Every song I put on, people have sex with my girl, my Disney princess.
I'm like, wow.
I mean, I don't know. I sleep 8 hours a day in the same bed. But, you know, like, for me, I want to hear a story go somewhere. I want to hear a message. And Zona and I talked about this. It doesn't got to necessarily always be rap or whatever. But, I don't know. You know, tell me something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be, like, thought out. Sometimes it can be, just like you said, the simple song, but you can tell the difference between someone, like, writing it down versus just saying the first thing that comes to their mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's, like, the thing that people don't like. Well, you can guess the next, like, you can guess the next part and make it too predictable, you know, and people don't like that.
Yeah, that's facts. People like to be, you know, surprised with stuff, you know, and it's like you were saying, the way I mainly like to balance is like, okay, I think a lot of, like, the problems with, like, new rappers and, like, especially, like, new rappers that, like, want to be lyrical, which, like, you know, that's dope, but, like, the reason a lot of people don't like these new people who try to be lyrical is because clearly what they do is they hear a beat and they just start writing to it, and they don't think of a topic or something before they start writing down.
Right.
And that's something that I struggled with a lot, like, you know, growing up. Like, anybody who been listening to me since high school can tell you, like, I really just started, like, you know, being, like, good with the shit, essentially. And just
and
because
high school is like 10 years behind, 10 years behind you.
Yeah, I graduated in 6 years. 6 years.
6 years.
Me,
okay,
so,
gotcha.
Yeah. I was graduated in 2015, but yeah, like, because I, like, you know, everything was just, like, basic. It was predictable. Like, and, like, even if I rap real fast, I either wouldn't be as articulate with it, or, like, I would be articulate, but people would just hear that I'm not talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I was just, like, you know, not doing anything. But, like, when you think of a topic, you know, it makes it easy for you to, like, balance between, like, you know, if you want to tell a story, you know, you just make every line about that story. Like, what I personally do to make everything, like, have bars, like, I'll always come up with, like, the last line first and then build up from there. Like, that fourth line in the every group, I'll come up with that first, and then I'll, like, kind of build up from there. And then whatever, like, internal rhyme I come up with, I might make that the end rhyme for the next one, but still, like, make it be something that relates to the topic. Or I might take one of the internal rhymes, or, like, you know, keep them for the, like, same internal rhyme, but, like, say some different shit or whatever, and then just keep working like that. And for me, that's how it's been, like, really easy for me to stay on topic, essentially. But
I'm gonna hold you there. Don't lose that train of thought. I just want to say, break the fourth wall to the young folks that are listening to that. Rewind that.
Yeah.
Rewind what Kayvon just said. Kayvon just said, listen to it a few times and digest that, because he is telling you the craft of writing good lyrics.
Exactly.
If there's a craft work to it, and Zone knows it too. And I'm in my head saying, like, I'm gonna steal this shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be lit.
Good knowledge.
You know,
sorry, brother. Keep going, man. That was good shit.
Yeah, but like, you know, not every song has to have that formula. Like, if it's just a lit beat, what I do is I'll listen to it the whole way through, and I'll just kind of come up with the flow first. So, like, if it's something like, you know, like, my homeboy just sent me this beat, and when I was listening to it, literally, like, I was like, I'm gonna come on this bit, like, internet money, internet money.
So when it's effortless,
you know, yeah.
When it's effortless, it's easier for you to make a song too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But when you come up with the flow first, you still gotta like somewhat apply that. But instead of like me trying to connect every group of 4, I'll just be like, what's the most lit thing or like the most like highest energy thing I can say on like the 4th line, and then I'll come up with that and build it up. But I won't always like necessarily connect them, you know, because like when it's like a lit song, people like to be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like so when you do that, when you start to try to like, you know, connect it when it's like supposed to be like a catchy song or a high energy song, now people like feel like they gotta try to pay attention, and when they feel like they gotta try to pay attention, they not like grooving with it no more because they feel like they getting like hit with too much information.
Got it.
But it can't be something so like, you know, you can't literally be saying nothing, you know, like, it's like it's a whole like crazy formula to it. But like,
well, when you say when you were using that example like internet money, were you saying that's like your placeholder until you put in something, or no, like that was kind of a chorus that just popped in your mind?
Oh no, like that's just like, you know, like I'ma like use like words and
triple
like,
it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you know, that's basically what I would be doing if it was like, you know, a crazy high energy beat. So
the last thing I did when I was recording the other day, you know, I was listening to the beat I made, and I was, you know, like just doing a da 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 da, you know, and then I was mumbling, you know, I was just recording. I was like, because I had nothing. I didn't know what the song was going to be about. I had a working title when I, you know, saved the beat as something, but like didn't mean anything. And so I was just like, and then it kind of emerges, you know, and that's a good way to just get something when you got nothing. But you can end up with a song that doesn't have an overarching theme, you know, unless you get a verse, it kind of coalesces around something, and then you take it in a direction. But
yeah, most definitely, that's true.
Raise your hands up. Raise them up.
Moving on, we're gonna do what we do. It's called hateration. Haterade. I say hateration.
Ooh, hateration. Yeah.
No condensation. No. But it's water on my neck.
Shake it, baby.
So, hateration is like a haterade. Like, what's that? They don't like.
Yeah, what's something you don't like? You know, we asked a little bit about your influence or what's going on in your house. We do with you know, if you don't want to tell us your straight up influences, we're always interested in like something that didn't turn out the way you liked it, either of your own thing, you know, because if you don't want to blast someone out there, which we understand, well, this is your opportunity to do that. Be like, I'm coming for you. But, you know, if you got some of your own or someone else that you've experienced that you're just like, man, this left a bad taste in my mouth, you know, that's
like
a haterade taste.
Like, you know, you don't like mumble rapper, you don't like, what do you
I mean,
like?
it's not that I like don't like mumble rappers. I mean, there's some rappers that people consider to be mumble rappers that I don't think are mumble rappers.
Yeah, me too. I think the same thing.
I think they be low key saying shit and people just don't.
So give me one.
Migos low key.
Okay.
Because they low key like be having, you know,
some crazy bars. Yeah, I know.
Lil Baby is low key slept.
See, I think the thing with the Migos is people don't understand the lingo. They're not as quick as we are to catch on to what the hell they're saying. So it's just it sounds like gibberish. So
it's that like, Atlanta talk, low key. Like you just gotta understand.
It's like they're saying one thing, but they're actually saying something else.
They low key are always like saying like
something else.
You know, like
every bar, but you know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, Lil Baby slept on.
Not in this area, of course. I mean,
that's facts.
Hero around here, right?
You know, people like, you know, disregard. Like, you know, anybody who like, I think the best example I can give, like, anybody who hasn't heard Ramen and OJ by Joyner and Lil Baby.
Oh yeah,
like,
that sounds good.
That whole song through, like, if you listen to his verse, like, he low key like on that song, like, like was like keeping up with Joyner in terms of
Yeah,
like,
he was.
in terms of talking about shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
But he still see that's the
Like-
thing though. He still kept the little baby swag.
He did.
It's just like when little baby keep the little babies. Like when people do that, it grab. Everyone gets that. So
Yeah.
it's like it makes it.
that's
strong,
why it was
so.
easy for Joyner to catch it when he hopped on that song because, like, you know, like he was still very lyrical and hit like, you know, some crazy flows, but like he didn't leave that realm of like the melody at all. You know what I'm saying? And like him and Lil Baby rode that shit beautifully together throughout the whole song, bro. No cap.
Yeah, it was a good song.
Yeah, bro.
Has Joyner, has he been, it's like Lucas Joyner Lucas, right?
Joyner Lucas,
Yeah, yeah. Has he released a follow-up from his album a year or two ago? Like right before COVID, right?
I think he'd been dropping singles.
Singles?
Yeah, like some YouTubes. Like
Gotcha.
people been doing just like straight YouTube.
He had that racism song that kind of blew up, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a minute ago.
yeah, that was like 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but he.
Do you think his album from a couple years ago lived up? Because it was hyped.
I mean,
Pretty
he
big
put out
before
an
it
album.
was.
He put out an album like I think.
You got the face, the hands up there, right?
Did you not hear the
That
one
was pretty
after
cool.
that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Did you ever hear Zim Zima by him?
Nope.
It was. I think the album was Evolution. Did you hear ADHD?
I heard that one. Yeah.
That's the album ADHD.
Oh,
was
okay.
on,
All right.
Yeah, but I think no, I'm stupid. Don't listen to me, people. Hey, delete that. I listen to Joyner. He like
He clearly doesn't.
the album after that Zim Zima was on. If ADHD was on this album, I'm gonna feel so stupid. I don't know.
When we get big and we have our, we're gonna have like an intern in the corner looking all this up, be like whisper in your ear. Actually, that was like, yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, we got the right information.
We're gonna blame the drugs.
Yeah.
You get a phone call?
No, I ain't get a phone call. It's live.
Oh shit!
Somebody join my live.
Heyo.
But I turned the volume down. So.
All right, so you got no haterade to share on us today?
Yeah, I need
Anything
some
that you wanted to get
haterade.
off your chest about
you mean-
anything, anyone, any person, place?
Everybody always, we want to know what you don't like, man. Like Chief Key said, what you don't like.
All right, well,
There gotta be something you don't
one
like.
thing I will say I don't like about
What? Who?
T.I., Cardi B,
Huh?
and
Shit, we left you hanging here on the Raise Your Hands Up podcast. You better check us out in 2 weeks. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. Peace.